This is a review of the 9-piece battery operated candle set called the Flameless Candle Lights. Let's take a look. It came in that box and they were nicely packed in the styrofoam so that they remained intact. We've got 1, 2, 3, the smaller ones on top, and then we've got 6 on top and then 9 on the bottom, the larger ones. Over here, hiding away, I found an extra one of the battery elements. I guess a lot of us let the batteries stay in, those acid batteries, and they rust out that element, which is why I actually needed to replace my old one. It sat so long in the guest room in a, what do you call it, a lantern. You know how the lanterns have the fake ones, fake candles. Well, it burned out, and so it rusted the element, so I needed to get new ones. These are thinner than I expected. I'm going to take these 2 out. I expected a wider circumference, like this is, fairly narrow, it's just a fairly narrow candle, and not like, the bigger girth that I was expecting, that I was trying to replace, but I guess that's okay. Let's go ahead and turn this one on. What I liked about these was the hidden, I think they call it the hidden flame. So when you look at it from afar, it looks more realistic, whereas if it's got the flame sticking up, you can tell it's fake. This one, unfortunately, does not work. No matter what I do, it will not turn on. The power switch is broken. Excuse me getting blurry, but I almost broke my fingernail trying to push it on. So I tried to push it on with, this, oops, and it just won't go. So I have to return it for that reason. And that's the one I needed, which is the 9-inch tall. Really quickly, here's the remote control. And let's see here, you can turn it on or off. Let's give that a shot. Bing, turned it off, yay. Bing, turned it back on. This is just styrofoam. These are actually real wax. I wasn't thrilled about that, but what are you gonna do? Maybe over time it gives you that really beat up wax look, if you have these in your fireplace or whatever. So maybe there's a charm to that. They all come wrapped in this plastic, and I've left the plastic on all of them because I'm returning them, except for this one, which I opened, which is the one I needed that didn't work. So that's just styrofoam. These are really clean and very beautiful. So back to the remote control. That turned it on and off. I guess you can do a timer. So if I wanted this to run 8 hours, now I'm not sure if that means it'll run 8 hours, turn off by itself, come back on 8 hours, turn off by itself. Like if you want to have this just in a living room or a guest room. I like in the guest room, the one I had, it would come on at dusk and go off sometime in the middle of the night, 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning. But it gave the guests a nice little ambiance when they came into their room at night and went to bed. And it's great as a nightlight for kids too. But it went off after 8 hours on its own, and I just let it roll. I think it's in light mode now. So let's put it in candle mode. And I think it'll flicker. It's flickering. You see. Yeah, it's nice. It looks better in person. I realize on this video it may not look so hot, but it is flickering. I can control the brightness, so let's go as bright as we can with it. And that must be as bright as it can go. Let's take it down dim. Oh, it blinks when you dim it. Yeah, ooh, you get more of a candle effect when you dim it. It looks really nice in person. It looks kind of funky probably on video, but that's good. Nothing else I can say about this. I wanted to make this really short. This uses that little quarter-size battery. Unfortunately, these puppies right here use the AA batteries. So if you run all of these, 9 times 2 is 18 batteries. And I kind of don't want to play that game either. So that's another reason to return it. So keep that in mind. They are real wax. They're not plastic. They do take AA batteries, 18 total. So you're going to be doing a Christmas morning type battery haul if you want to use these. I was hoping that these would have the little quarter-size batteries that stay longer and are a little less of a hassle, but I'm sure the description explained that you need a AA, but it just doesn't occur to you till you actually get them. But hopefully this has been helpful. Really nice candle, but I have to return because one of them doesn't work.